Howdy, how y'all doing? This is George, the Fearless Rambler, doing some off-grid. I'm here at Lowe's getting some live edge wood to make a mantle or maybe a shelf above my heater there in my cabin. And if you're interested in that, come join me. For our mantle shelf, we chose to go with that live edge look. Now, live edge is defined as an unfinished edge of the woodwork. As a result, the untouched edge of the board retains that original characteristics of the tree. We felt that this look fit within our cabin motif, that rustic look. After measuring the length and figuring out the height of our mantle, we decided to accent our shelf with black iron shelf brackets. Getting the board up to the cabin, we had to prep the wood for the finish. Terri had a fun time sanding the board down to get that smooth surface she desired. We went through several stains to find just the right one, but we decided to go all natural, with the lacquer going on bare wood. We looked over the wood plank for the best part of the bark to saw out our shelf top. We figured out that our shelf needed to be about 36 inches or 3 feet long. We set up the miter saw and trimmed off the first side square. We took some time on our setup to make sure we didn't chip off that bark. That look we want to have, we needed to keep that bark on there. Measured out 3 feet and sawed off the portion we were going to use for our shelf. There we go. We got it. Exactly 36 inches long and 9 inches wide. Now to get that 9-inch width, we had to rip it at home on a table saw. Hey, this is looking good. Before we added the clear polyurethane finish, we had to make sure the sides were smooth and the edges were rounded. A good sanding did the trick. To sturdy up that bark from peeling off in the future, we filled in all the cracks, squeezed in Gorilla Super Glue. This Gorilla Super Glue should hold in place that bark for years to come. Then an application of 3 layers of polyurethane lacquer. That should hold its finish. Make sure you let the lacquer dry and lightly sand between the coats. The last coat, let it dry completely without sanding. After it's dried, it will be shiny and bright, ready for use. So let's go ahead and finish up and put the mantle in. It's been a week in making, so we need to go ahead and get it about the height that we want it. I went ahead and found the studs. There's a double stud right here. Gonna come across. Got a single stud, and I just put the edge where the stud is. And this is about how long from here to here our new mantle is. Now we're just calling it a mantle. It's more of a shelf. I'm calling it a mantle because it's above this and it kind of looks like a fireplace. So we're gonna call it the mantle. Terry's been busy making a live edge here. And I don't know which top and bottom is. She knows that. I think this is the top. And we're going to go put it just about right here. So we're going to take a measurement to make sure we got it the height we want. And then we're going to go ahead and put some brackets in here and install it. Yeah, this has been going well. Ooh, except for that. To mount our shelf, again, we need to secure the iron bracket to the wall. We drill a hole into the stud to place a locating screw for the first bracket. We will do the same for the second bracket once we verify our height. Now to install this bracket, we need to use screws that are long enough to penetrate that wall stud. The screws should be about 1 inch or so. Slide that bracket from that top hole over that locating screw. Now go ahead and mark for that second screw for this bracket, and again make sure you use a long enough screw to penetrate the wall stud. Now to locate that second bracket and make sure it's level, we'll use a carpenter's level on the first bracket to extend a level line to the second stud, and then hold the second bracket in position and proceed by drilling those holes all over again. Take a few minutes and clean up and erase any lines you may have made on your wall prior to installing that shelf onto those support brackets. Check your final dimensions and make sure your shelf is leveled. Yeah, you could be just as picky as me while leveling it out. Just a hair, if that even matters. There we go. We'll stand back and look at it. Let's see. There it goes. It looks pretty good. Now it's time to put in those 2 final screws. Yeah, you want to use short screws to secure the shelf to the brackets, and if they're too long, they'll poke to the top, so be careful about that. There it is. Got our mantle. Nice. Yeah. I really like this live edge shelf in my tiny house. It wasn't hard to make or install. Now it does give me a special place to stick my stuff, like my TV remote. I can now relax the rest of the day, on my couch, admiring the work I just completed, or at least watch a movie, knowing that my remote has a safe spot. Thank you for joining us today as we made this live edge mantle. Do me a favor and subscribe. Hit that notification bell to get more fun projects, and give me 2 thumbs up, because this is George, the Fearless Rambler, heading off to build a tiny bathroom. Signing off. For those that have been enjoying my DIY and my off-grid videos, I'm going to be moving those to my new off-grid channel. So join me there. Ooh, what's up this hill? Let's go.